Shalom, shalom, family. Shabbat Shalom. I pray that you all are well. How is everyone? How is everyone on this Friday? What is it, y'all? We at Friday, January 31st, and it's been a busy month. It has been a busy month. I am glad to be here because I was having so many technical issues earlier. But she's here, nevertheless. She is here. So, Shabbat Shalom. All praises. Yes, Brother Yosef, thank you for always holding me down. All praises. I love you with real love and real respect. Gonna give it just a few minutes for our other brothers and sisters to find us because I had to change the time. Oh, it's been so much today. Had to change the time and everything with this live stream. But nevertheless, I am here. And I'm going to get you all up to date on the headlines and a recap of the week because it's been a busy week, right? How is everybody feeling? Family, if I wasn't feeling so fatigued from just the storm yesterday and still in my jammies, yes, I am. It is 2:40 in the afternoon here in Maui, Hawaii, and I am still in my jammies. I would be on video and be able to have some fun with you all. But no, she's not feeling like that. Not today, not today. I tell you, those storms came through last night, and Brother Yosef was like, I don't think we've experienced winds like this. To be honest with you, those were some hurricane force winds. Yeah. They if they weren't that, they were right at the pinnacle of some hurricane force winds. I'm talking about 60 miles, 65 miles per hour. So, but we're here and we're good. Our property is good. And sending prayers out to all the other people that are going through things with all of these weather weapons that are being, shot against mankind, because that's really what's going on in this hour, family. Everything that people think is natural is not natural. The weather has been weaponized against humanity, and I will continue to say it because the scriptures say so. So nevertheless, I am here and we are good. And I pray that you all are well as well, that you made it through this month. We're going to talk about things going on that have happened in the last week or two. I hear Shem out there fussing at somebody. I gave him a little freedom and he's out there fussing at the neighbors. But welcome to the Melchizedek Network. This is the network that represents for the King of Kings. That's right. The world knows him as Jesus Christ. A lot of people know him by his other names because he wears many hats and has many titles because he is the King of Kings. That's right. YASHUAH. That's right. YASHUAH, the Savior. He is the Messiah, Motes of the Lamb. And this is the network that represents for the King. And you are all welcome here, all that are watching, no matter what your beliefs are, your religion, your doctrine, your nationality, your lifestyles. We are all children of the Heavenly Father, and you are welcome here. So that's what the Melchizedek News Network is all about. As you saw with the opening video, it's just bringing people together. It's all about community. That's right. Peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. That's what it's all about. So I am streaming right now on Instagram. For those that are on Instagram, you can join me there. I'm also streaming live on Facebook. Unfortunately, because I was having technical issues, I had to reschedule the recap for the week. But I'm here. She made it. It really was the enemy. I'm telling you. So it's always the enemy trying to stop and, come into what you're doing. That's because, family, I'm going to be doing a powerful lesson. Hopefully, I have it scheduled for this weekend. But if I don't get it in this weekend, you better believe it will be between now and Monday that I'm going to bring this powerful message. See, when you get to talking about the enemy and what they're doing, they get upset. That's right. But I am going to persevere, and I'm going to bring this powerful message about war And coming straight from all the different books, I'm going to talk about war. I'm going to show you a little video. I'm going to show you some documentation. And I'm just going to explain that, you know, war has always been here. That's right. There has always been wars and rumors of wars. Not something that's just happened, not something that's upcoming, but that has always been here. It's always plagued mankind because we don't know how to get along with each other. We can't follow the royal law of doing unto another as we would have one do unto us. And therefore, these wars, and it's not just one kind of war, not just a physical war, but we've had all kind of war, financial wars, weapon war. We've had all kind of wars. So we're going to talk about that. So I hope you can join me. Click the like and subscribe and also the notification so that when I do go live, you'll be aware and you can catch that. All right. Also, we're doing beautiful things over here, adding brothers and sisters that want to contribute with their gifts. This is a network, you know, just like the Christian Brothers television. That's what this is, you know, except we represent in righteousness for the King. So if you have something that you want to contribute, get in contact with me. I want to showcase your gifts. You may have a voice, you know, that you want to be heard. You may have some video that you want to share with other brothers and sisters. Let me help you, you know, spread that gift globally around the world with others, you know, that need to hear what you want to contribute. So that's what this network is all about. It's not about Sister Chaya. So I just wanted to say that. Shalom there, Brother Gerald. Just wanted to say that to you all. All right, what else I got? Any other housekeeping, Sister Chaya, since it is Friday? And happy Sabbath to those that are honoring Sabbath. And if you caught this one, you caught something funny, because we were talking about that too, about that chicken. Oh, man. If you need a good laugh, check out that video right there. With that being said, family, let's go into the weather because there has been so much this week. There's always something going on in the weather. That's why I always start with the weather. But before I do, brothers and sisters, I had some breaking news. I didn't get to download the information, but this is coming out of CBS News Philadelphia. And I want to share it with you all because these planes are just falling out of the sky, you all. There's so much going on. But this is out of CBS News. A plane crashed. This is this afternoon, just shortly ago, in Northwest Philadelphia. Leaves multiple houses on fire. Look at that. Causes an explosion. It says emergency crews are responding to an explosion in Northeast Philadelphia after a small plane crashed in the area of Roosevelt Boulevard in Cotman, Philadelphia. Police confirmed 2 people were aboard the plane. It's unclear at this time if they were ejected. There are several injuries reported on the ground. So yes, that's breaking news that just happened. And we also know that there was this big plane explosion with, they said, a Black Hawk helicopter in a small American Airlines jet the other day. And I'm going to show some footage and talk about that. But there's so much going on in this hour. It takes a lot. Yes, Brother Joe said, yep, it's on the news here. So much going on in this hour. It's an hour to really know where your strength comes from. Also, I'm going to talk about a few other things that happen that you may not be aware. So with that being said, family, let's get into the weekly recap for the week ending in January 31st. Wow, the first month in January has now come to pass. And man, we're getting ready to go into February. It was a busy month, right, you all? A busy, busy month. Man, it was just like one thing after another as soon as January came in. But let's talk about the weather and some things that you may not be aware of, shall we?
I've got one that can see.
You doggone right you do.
All right, breaking news here on Fox Weather. Kind of surprising, but maybe a thing that we are typically going to be seeing these days. I don't know, Kendall. We had an earthquake in New England. In fact, it was just about 45 miles south of Portland, Maine. 3.9, a magnitude 3.9 earthquake. It was initially 4.1, but it was brought back down by USGS to the 3.9 just around 10:23 local time, so just about 20 minutes ago. But this was felt in areas from New Hampshire all the way down into Massachusetts, including Boston, Kendall.
Yeah, and so a lot of folks mentioning on social media saying, hey, we felt this. Again, 10 miles east of Portsmouth, the epicenter just beneath.
Yes. Did anybody else know about that 3.9 earthquake? I'm telling you, so much going on right on the East Coast. There's been a lot of earthquakes lately. A lot of earthquakes. Also, you know, I was talking about that we had the storm over here just in the last 48 hours. And yeah, there's a lot of damage on the island in different parts. As I always tell people, Hawaii is made up of a number of islands. There are 8 islands. So we're in Maui. And yes, we did sustain a lot of damage because of the winds. There were power outages. You know, thank goodness that Brother Yosef and I, we are definitely prepper minded. So we are always prepared for power outages. And I know that there are still some power outages. My thing is, I'm really concerned when I hear about these emergency declarations, because people don't understand that this is really giving the government, the capability of taking away your rights.
Also new tonight, Honolulu Mayor Rick Blangiardi has just issued an emergency proclamation allowing special rules to help with storm recovery.
We have a lot of new video and information on airports, outages, and closures, but we
A lot of emergency, as I keep saying, state of emergency declarations are being, basically put in effect in a number of states. What is that saying? A state of emergency is a situation in which a government is empowered to put through policies that it would normally not be permitted to do for the safety and the protection of its citizens. Brothers and sisters, I'm just really leery when I see this whole state of emergency, because I just know it's a setup, okay? Really, they really do not care about us like that, okay? Leaders of the world, they don't care about us. So this is really about taking away certain rights when you see state of emergency. So I just want to say that because we just had one issued here over in Honolulu. Also, was anybody aware about North Carolina? You know, the people and our brothers and sisters in North Carolina, they've been going through so much. Tennessee, South Carolina, they're going through so much. And I saw that it was a wildfire going on, even though it doesn't look like a wildfire to me, but they said they have it contained. But why is it a wildfire in Western North Carolina right now with everything else they have been going through? Yes, brothers and sisters, you saw the footage there. Make it make sense. What's really going on, brothers and sisters? That would be the same area that was devastated by the Hurricane Helene. Why is there fires in that same area? Meanwhile, we got Marines stationed at the border because looks like we're about to have a direct, confrontation with Mexico. Oh, yeah.
500 Marines from Camp Pendleton will be stationed near our southern border to help secure it, and some of them are already there and have set up tents. They're also setting up barbed wire at the Imperial Beach Border Patrol Station. Our Salvador Rivera joins us live now with the latest on that. Sal, what are you seeing?
Well, we're right outside the Imperial Beach Border Patrol Station. This is where some of the Marines who are being sent to the border here in San Diego are getting ready for their assignment. This video sent out by the White House Friday morning shows United States Marines on Otay Mountain along the border. It shows aircraft flying above a Marine camp on the ground. But when Border Report went up there to document the Marines and their movements, they were gone. The only Marines we found were at the Imperial Beach Border Patrol Station. They arrived here Friday morning around 9 o'clock. From here, they could easily see the border less than a mile away. They were moving equipment around and getting ready for their assignment. Later in the afternoon.
Did y'all hear that? They are getting ready for their assignment. For those brothers and sisters that are watching this right now live, and for those of you that may watch later on, you better recognize the hour that we're in and be paying attention to what's going on around you. You know, a lot of people are focused on the wrong things right now. The wrong things. People are being distracted. You better get your mind right. Get your spirit right. As I keep saying, you better get real and get right with the Most High in this hour, because there's a lot happening. And just like all these fires and these natural disasters, you don't know when that's going to come knocking to your door. Let's get some additional footage from the U.S. southern border.
It was immediate. As soon as Donald Trump became president, the U.S.'s online asylum system suspended. Migrants waiting for their appointment found it cancelled.
We're just looking at the message that appeared through the app here through Ulysses. It says existing appointments scheduled through CBP1 are no longer valid. So that's it. That's the end of a 2-month journey, and I guess the end of the hope that today was going to be the day that they crossed into the States.
He was shell-shocked.
You know, that was in Tijuana, Mexico. That's just south of San Diego. I don't know why brothers and sisters don't understand that Mexico is a part of the Americanas. This is all one continent. You know, it's all good when people go down to Tijuana and they want to have margaritas and go on vacation and enjoy, you know, Mexico. But when our brothers and sisters are going through, nobody's here for them. They're like, oh, well, I guess they got to go home. None of us own anything. None of us own lands, property, anything. You can see that because the people in Palisades, over in Southern California, they thought they owned some things, but they've been shown different. Even the insurance companies, you know, was like, well, we got to get rid of your fire policy. Sorry, canceled. Had to leave you hanging. It's time to wake up, brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, these fake government officials and the leaders that are, you know, in front of us, look at the faces on these people as they talk about the American Airlines aircraft that went down, you know, taking the lives of almost 70 people. Look at their faces. Do they look like they're really feeling remorse and saddened? No, they have the faces of guilt, because they know what's going on. I'm trying to help our brothers and sisters wake up so you can buy a vow and understand what is going on.
I want to express my sincere condolences for the accident that happened at DCA last night. We're absolutely heartbroken for the family and loved ones of the passengers and crew members, and also for those that were on the military aircraft. Our focus right now is doing everything that we can to support all of those involved and also the PSA Airlines team. This is devastating. We are all hurting incredibly.
Meanwhile,
so that's the airplane, but look at that.
This morning, it's not deja vu, but a possible return of more drones.
The lights are coordinated.
From Connecticut to New Jersey, new videos emerging once again.
We have like a field in the back of our house and we can see them up there.
Mandy Malisich, like others in the Northeast, spotted drones in December.
It's not a plane.
Before the night sky seemingly went dark after the FAA temporarily banned drone flights in parts of the Garden State and New York amid thousands of reported sightings. Then, just over a week ago, the month-long restrictions were lifted.
Have you seen them since?
We have. My daughter saw one the other day.
We're a sightings alert network.
Enigma Labs, a research company studying unidentified phenomena, has tallied 650 sightings nationally described as drone-related since November, and they say most are concentrated in the Northeast. After seeing a drop in...
Why are all the drones concentrated in the Northeast? What's really going on? And for those brothers and sisters that are living in those areas, you better know where your strength comes from. You better put on that armor. Isn't that interesting? The drones are back. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, the drones and the situation at the border and the troops getting ready for a confrontation with Mexico and the cartel, our people, copper color folks, that's who I'm talking to, because that's primarily who watches the Melchizedek network. Meanwhile, we are over here just looking like a total embarrassment in front of the world.
Chaos erupting at a local board meeting outside of Chicago, with the self-proclaimed super mayor Tiffany Henyard at the center. People knocking over furniture and smashing monitors. A shocking scene to many who were inside.
It was scary. It was horrible. That's an embarrassment.
It should have never come to blows, and Tiffany should have never got involved.
In a statement, the Board of Trustees said they are, quote, deeply saddened and disturbed by the events that took place, and, quote, our hearts go out to the residents who continue to witness such turmoil.
This is Mayor Tiffany A.
We're now hearing from two people involved in a brawl that broke out at last night's Thornton Township meeting. Was our lead story last night at 10. The man at the center of the brawl, activist Jedediah Brown, spoke out against Supervisor Tiffany Henyard at the meeting just before punches were thrown. Today he's defending his actions after Henyard herself jumped into the fight.
She ran from behind the table with a microphone in her hand, and she hit me with it, while another one of her staff members was kicking me in the head, and I was defending myself against Kamal and other individuals. She wasn't breaking up anything.
Brawl just the latest drama for Henyard, who also serves as Dalton mayor and is under investigation by the FBI. Henyard says, quote, her personal safety was threatened, and she insists she rushed into the fight, quote, in an attempt to break it up.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
Okay, so that's what we're doing, family. In an hour where we have the 47th president on his, reselection, canceling out all kind of policies, getting troops ready at the border. We have friends and family that are sick and can't put, 2 dimes together to understand that maybe it was something that just occurred, that they put in their systems over the last few years. People passing away suddenly. You know what I'm saying? This whole treating people unfair with deportations and all this stuff that's going on. Children being caught in the midst of all of this drama because adults can't get it together. City Hall members, people that have been put in place by the citizens, stealing money, fighting, acting just straight ratchet, not to mention all the crime and other chaos that's going on, not to mention the church. Where's the church at? That's why I had to do that video, because people are like, well, if I just go to church, you talking about the church collecting all the 501c3 money? Is the church doing anything that's healing the community right now? I'm just asking a question. Make it make sense to me. People are giving people all this money and looking for all these alternative methods that they can seek peace in. Are you getting peace by making a donation, paying your offerings? Are you seeing anything change? Because it's not going to change until we obey that royal law of doing unto another as you would have them do unto you. How about loving your neighbor as thyself, respecting people, all people. That's what it's going to come to, family. Eventually we'll get there. But since I'm talking about it, shalom, Sister Judy. Good to hear you. Yes, very few. Since I'm talking about it, let's get a few scriptures, because this is the Melchizedek network, and it's the network that represents for the King. I can't just do the news and just leave you empty-handed and not give you any hope. I got a couple of more headlines on our recap, but before I do, let's get some words of encouragement. Okay, we need it. I'm putting this on the screen. Ephesians, okay, 4. Look at that, chapter 4, 31 through 32. Get rid of all bitterness. You hear me, brothers and sisters? Get rid of all that bitterness that you're harboring in your thoughts and in your spirit. Rage, anger, harsh words, and slander, as well as all types of evil behavior. Instead, be kind to each other, tenderhearted, forgiving one another. That go the antidote right there, brothers and sisters. What are we not getting in the word? Third Testament, okay? Bear spirituality. Look at that. Offer peace and make your surroundings. Don't worry about your neighbor. Make your surroundings and into an environment of health and brotherhood. And you will see how they hear and accept your words, bearing my inspiration. The word continues in the Third Testament, and it says, if you are to preach peace, be peaceful, brothers and sisters. If you speak of love, then feel it. Feel it in your soul before you put it into words. And if your brothers or your sisters offer you their fruits, do not reject them. Maybe they've been through something they're trying to help you with. If you would just humble and listen. In Colossians chapter 3, verses 14 and 15 says, above all, clothe yourselves with love, which binds, look at that, us all together, that love, in perfect harmony. And let the peace that comes from Christ rule in your hearts. Brothers and sisters, we're going through some difficult times. You're going to have to grab this word and put it into action. You're going to have to live this word out, not just read it. You're going to have to live this. Hallelujah. Good to see you, family. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Hey, Sarah, you're going to have to live this out, not just speak on it. You're going to have to live it, because people are going through it in this hour. And with so much going on, they're going to lose it. Many people will not have the strength to endure what is coming on this earth. I'm here to tell you, you ain't going to make it through a lot of this, brothers and sisters. Look at our brothers and sisters all over there at City Hall, straight up fighting. Look at this. Again, the school system. This is coming out of Florida. Take your kids out of this public school system. How about take your kids out of the school system of the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds? This is their system. How about, yes, Nimrod? This is the system of the Babylonians. Take your children out of these schools and find a way to educate them yourselves, because the schools aren't safe for your children.
Parents reacting to the arrest of an elementary school principal and a third grade teacher. This all stems from a rowdy house party with more than 100 teens in Brevard County.
Fox 35 was the only station there as police were outside that principal's house today. And Fox 35's Chancellor Wynn is live in Cocoa Beach tonight. So, Chancellor, the community is in shock over these arrests.
Yeah, John Luann, we've been speaking with parents from Cocoa Beach Junior Senior High School. Those lights actually right there are the ones lighting up the school's parking lot. Now, those parents tell me they're shocked a bit, but not entirely, about the arrest of a teacher and a parent from this school. This is Roosevelt Elementary School. Now, again, it's a teacher and the principal of this school have been arrested. A father telling me nothing really surprises him anymore, but a mother speaking out says she's beginning to question her trust in educators.
To know that these kinds of things are happening is terrifying.
An underage house party at a Brevard County principal's home ends with first responders treating a heavily intoxicated juvenile in the front yard.
Elizabeth Hill Brodigan was seen by an officer at the top of her driveway, who then returned inside her residence and turned out the outside lights, causing the EMS workers to not be able to see to treat the juvenile.
Hill Brodigan is the principal at Theodore Roosevelt Elementary School, and Cocoa Beach police say around 100 kids were partying at her home on Sunday night and drinking alcohol that was available in coolers throughout the house. A nearby traffic stop landed one juvenile in jail, charged with the DUI.
They're the most precious things to you, your children, and you're trying to raise them well, and then they have this influence in their life. It just breaks my heart.
Police say a Theodore Roosevelt Elementary School teacher, Carly Anderson, was also at the party, intoxicated.
These kids, they trust teachers, they trust the administrators, and when you have someone betray that trust and lead these kids down a path like that, it's sad and scary all at the same time.
Are we shocked? Are we shocked? I've been doing this channel almost 2 years, and I've been saying, take your children out of the school systems. You can educate them, your family, your friends. You can get together and you can make a plan. You can do that, you know. I know they've tried to penalize you and make you feel like a criminal if you take your children out of their school system because they want to have control. That was the whole purpose of this Nimrod education, so they could possess the minds of your children at a young age and indoctrinate them with the lies and have them all under the beast-minded system. We are on demon time, brothers and sisters. It is time to wake up. You don't think we had demon time? Well, they walking around your neighborhood knocking at the door.
Lots of people nowadays have security cameras as doorbells and around homes today. But one person we met saw this on her doorbell camera. Somebody in that mask holding a sign with a Bible verse on it. Our Aaron Jones hearing from the Carrollton homeowner tonight who has one very simple question. Why?
The Ring camera video has left her visibly shaken.
I'm scared to leave the house. I'm scared to be at the house.
Understandably, this Carrollton homeowner does not want to show her face, but tells us about what happened in her neighborhood near West Hebron Parkway in 121 last Saturday around 8 p.m.
My husband and I had gone out to dinner, and then we had stopped off at the store to pick up a Powerball ticket. And I was waiting in the car for him, and my Ring notification went off.
She says she saw a masked person in her driveway. The person walked through the side yard to her front door.
Person popped up on the video with that goat's mask on, and they were approaching my door.
She noticed the person pretended to knock and was holding a sign with a Bible verse on it.
It's about the end times. It's about Judgment Day. I freaked out. I mean, I was like, I couldn't even think of anything.
The homeowner called Carrollton police, but the person had already left. Police say a report.
Yes, that is the hour that we're living in, brothers and sisters. Straight demons walking up to your door. Like, yo, what's up? That's the hour that we're in. Oh, man. And then the crime is just so out of control. Y'all think it's bad now? Oh, no, it's about to get seriously worse.
Our top story tonight, the killing of the brother of rapper Too Short. Someone shot and killed him during an attempted robbery of a building in East Oakland. NBC Bay Area's Valina Jones has been tracking the story all day. She's got details about what happened.
OPD received several calls at around 0700 hours of a shot spotter activation and several 911 calls.
Tonight, OPD investigators are combing over evidence and searching for the people responsible for shooting and killing a man in an attempted robbery turned deadly. Investigators say around 7 this morning, multiple suspects tried to ram a car into an industrial building on 49th Avenue near East 12th Street.
The suspects arrived to the location. They attempted to force.
Satan is no respecter of persons, brothers and sisters. He don't care who you are. He don't care who you related to. He don't care how much money you got. He don't care about your popularity, who you attach to. He is no respecter of persons either. Did you know that? Oh, yeah. He don't got no discrimination. He don't care what race you are. Do you think that evil has a color, brothers and sisters? Answer that. Riddle Sister Chaya that one. Do you honestly think that evil has a color? It comes in many shapes, many colors, many sizes. Don't care about your bank account. The fallen watchers don't care. Their time is running short. They are here to lie, kill, steal, and destroy. You better know they are.
We have an update now on Dwayne Keefe D. Davis. He's charged in the murder of Tupac Shakur. Davis was in court again this morning after a fight with another inmate. Fox 5's Mike Allen walks us through what happened.
Dwayne Davis is answering for a jailhouse brawl. Here's what court records show, along with images from surveillance video released by Las Vegas Justice Court. On December 23rd, Davis was being escorted back into his cell when another inmate, Rockland Hamilton, who's also facing a murder charge, is standing to the right by a sink in this room. Hamilton walked over to Davis and squared up, looking ready to fight. They started throwing punches and grappling, and the officer escorting Davis called for backup, gave verbal commands too for the inmates to stop fighting, and then hit them with pepper spray. Before backup officers arrived, the two...
It's going down out here, brothers and sisters. It is going down. There's not a place in this world that is safe. You are only safe under the refuge of the Most High. There's not a country not going through it. You know, when I do this lesson that I'm going to be doing about war, you know, there's always been wars and rumors of wars. You're going to see that really clearly. This ain't got nothing to do with just a certain location. Doggone right. Brother Tyrone said the same thing. No, they don't discriminate. They leave that to us earthlings. That's right. Fighting against each other, destroying each other. And they just be enjoying it and living deliciously off of the sins of the children of men. Hallelujah. Thank you, brother. Absolutely. We better understand the hour that we are in, and people waiting on war to come. What you waiting on war? We've been at war. What do you mean waiting? We've been at war for the longest. We've been at war since we came into this probation, to existence. Since you came into the flesh, there has been wars and rumors of wars. What are you waiting on? People like, oh, no, the Bible says in the end times. No, you was born into war. You was born into oppression. This is why I'm so excited to be bringing this message to you all. It's going to be powerful. I'm going in all the books because, you know, it's a lot of books. And I say all, just all that, you know, that's in my repertoire, you know, my library, because it's so much. And we're still going to continue to get more things. We be sitting up here thinking we got everything. We ain't got everything. We going to continue to keep getting more. It's a lot of work that needs to be done on this earth. People thinking they got it all. We just eating appetizers right now, and we just waking up to this illusion that we've been born into. Truly, we just waking up, y'all. Just waking up. You want to buy a vial? I'm telling you. Also, while I'm talking about the things of this world, if you ain't seeing the signs all over, let me show you another one, because these animals is coming all out of their habitats. And in a minute, it's about to go down between us and the animals. Seriously. Yeah, brothers and sisters, can you imagine if you was coming out to do your morning walk? And that big crocodile came across your path? The animals is unhappy here in this kingdom. Yes, you said it right. You just casually coming from, trying to get your morning coffee, and then you look up and this crocodile walking across the street. I don't think people understand what's going down. Yes, Brother Tyrone said, just scratching the surface like Mother Hen does. We just scratching the surface. We have to stay humble and hungry for this word, because we are a people that's just waking up. All of us, there's so many people that are in darkness. For those of you that have the light, let your light shine right now in this hour. That's what's needed, because so many people are in darkness. We got to let our light shine. Remember, brothers and sisters, what does the word say? Let's get some words up here. We always need some encouragement. If my people who are called by my name, if it would just be us, y'all, that humble ourselves and pray and seek my face and turn from our wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven, says our Messiah, and I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land. We need healing in this hour, family. I talk to so many people. People are going through it right now, going through it. And what is going to do it? The love. Look at that. 1 Corinthians, everything is always going to go back to forgiving people, reconciling with people, making up with folks, respecting people. 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now abide faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. That's what I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. We need that in this hour. People are struggling. They are hopeless. They depressed. They suicidal. Man, those of us that have these words of the gospel in your mouth, help somebody. James 2:8. Yes, indeed. It is good when you obey the royal law as found in the scriptures. What does James say? Love your neighbor as yourself. But if you favor some people over others, you are committing a sin. You are, because you over here being biased, sticking with the clique and who you want to love and like. That's not the word. We got to respect and love all people. Love all your neighbors, even love your enemy. Those that persecute you, speak bad on you, love them. Those you don't agree with, those you don't agree with their lifestyles, love them all. Proverbs 16:18-19 said, pride goes before destruction. Oh, and it's a whole lot of pride out here. And haughtiness before a fall. Better to live humbly. That's what it takes, brothers and sisters. Humility in this hour. With the poor than to share the plunder with the proud. Are any brothers and sisters out there humbling yourself? It's time, brothers and sisters. What's this? 3rd Testament, chapter 63. Love your father. Have charity for your fellows. Who is your fellows? Everybody around you. Put away all that is harmful to your human life or your spirit. Okay? That is what my doctrine teaches. Hallelujah. As we go into this Sabbath, it's time for the people of the Most High to stand up and let their light shine before this world. Because this world is lost, y'all. They lost. They lost. Luke 6:31-32 says, and just as you would want men to do to you, okay, the way you want somebody to treat you, you also do to them likewise. There you go. But if you love those who, it said love you, what credit is that to you? Huh? What kind of accolades is that if you only love those that love you or those that agree with you? For even sinners love those who love them. But we supposed to be set apart. So let's let our light shine. Okay? That's what I'm talking about, brothers and sisters. Blessed are the peacemakers who contend with no man over doctrine. And don't be fussing with people about this word. Just let your light shine. Yea, these shall come to know the true doctrine, and then they shall be called the children of men. Folks bickering and stuff over the word, you ain't got to do that. Be a peacemaker. Okay? Everybody gonna get in here when it's time for them to get in here. You better believe they are. Just be pure in heart. Blessed are the pure in heart, who in righteousness seek to know the Most High. Do you seek to know him and his ways, not your way, his ways, that they might understand the truth and not to consume it upon their lust, as do they. Because a lot of people just getting money. That's all they care about. That's right, brothers and sisters. Wanted to share that with you as I leave out. Brother Tyrone had a comment years ago when I used to do more and deep meditation. I foreseen that the will become the haunted. Real talk. It's written, wild beasts shall be their graves. Man, we seeing a lot. That's a twofold prophecy right there, brother. Wild beasts. That's talking about the wicked, and not to mention, is also talking about these animals too. It's talking about the wicked, because that's how the kingdom, they're so orderly. That's how they see us. Wild beasts, the wicked, wild beasts. You living in a beast system, a system of animalistic, materialistic people, a people of consumers. We always got to look at that spiritual side of that word. When we look at that word, look at it as twofold. There's always 2-3 different explanations for that word. That word ain't no one way. It's just a double-edged sword. Cut you this way. It means so many different things when you read it. That's all I got, brothers and sisters, as I get out of here. And I ask that you all have just a beautiful weekend. You see, Sister Shia lists things on my mind. Come back. Make sure you catch this lesson. Wars and rumors and wars. Because I'm going in. And as I leave out, thank you for those that joined in the live chat and those that watch later. Because I'm telling you, the enemy I almost just didn't do my recap. And I wanted to at least update y'all. It's hard sometimes. We don't want to talk about these headlines and stuff, but it's so much going on in the world, and we got to be aware of what's going on around us so that we can fight against this enemy. That's right. You see down there on the ticker, look in the yellow, Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Y'all better remember that. But against principalities and against these powers and against the rulers of darkness of this world and against spiritual wickedness in high places. Always, at all times, we battling against spiritual wickedness trying to come against us. Goodness, my whole computer was just acting funny only because didn't want me to get online and give y'all a little hype message. It was like, I'm going to mess with Sister Chaya's computer. Don't want her to say nothing, this and that. But I can't be stopped, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. I do the Melchizedek news because I know it's uplifting somebody out there. Somebody getting something out of these messages. That's right, Brother Gerald. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Brother Tyrone, Sister Ruette, all those in the live chat. I saw on who was that? Asir, Sister Judy, Brother Yosef, Sister Eileen, even those that aren't in the live chat, but you got on just to listen. I thank you for joining the Melchizedek Network and continue to support this channel as we highlight the gifts and the talents of all our brothers and sisters. Again, if you have something that you'd like to contribute and you'd like to bring it to exposure globally, you want somebody just to hear you. You ain't got to show your face. I know a lot of people, they don't want to be on the internet. You don't got to. You can do like Sister Pam's Corner. Because Sister Pam, that's all Sister Pam's Corner. It's in the description. She just got some prayers that she'd like to share with her brothers and sisters daily. So that's all it takes, brothers and sisters. You don't have to be one that's on here all out there, because I know a lot of people prefer to be low key, and there's nothing wrong with that. With that being said, brothers and sisters, I will see you all for the next lesson with Sister Chaya. And y'all have a blessed weekend, as always, here on the Melchizedek Network. You know what the motto is and the slogan is. Unity. That's right. It's the only way, family. We must all come together in peace, love, unity, and respect for all people. It's time to repent, brothers and sisters. I'm talking about truly repent. We got to die to self daily and get your spiritual houses in order. It's time to get real, and it's time to get right with the Most High. That's what it's time for, brothers and sisters. With that being said, y'all enjoy this video as I go out about war, because Sister Chaya about to bring it to you. Oh, I'm talking about wars and rumors of wars. Always been here. I love you all with real love, real respect. Have a blessed weekend and a blessed Sabbath. I love you all. real love, real respect, and mahalo from Maui, Hawaii. Brother Joseph sends his love. Shalom.
Family, this is Sister Chaya the Elect with a word of wisdom from the sealed portion, chapter 27, verses 77 and 78. And there have not been a time when there have not existed these wars and rumors of wars, according to the desires of Satan. And those of you that shall receive these things shall read of some of the great wars that have existed among the children of men and among the nations of the earth. And there is no such thing as a righteous war. Yes, there is no such thing as a war that was started and blessed by the Father. For behold, God would never command his children to kill one another. But these wars are caused by the God of this world, who is Satan. And it is Satan that hath blessed these wars and given power to one nation to destroy another. And that is your Melchizedek news, precept of the day.